Alright, let me get our ugly mugs out of here, and we can get this down there. Video input. View capture 7. Hide that boy. Nope, hide that boy. There we go. I don't know why. Hopefully the stream's coming through crunchy, but right now we're on our side. The camera's taking a little bit to get caught up. So hopefully before long we'll get there.
Yeah.
But let me get everybody's names in here. I'm going to see player on the right is definitely Kevin Phillips.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Phillips. And he is definitely not on Dredge tonight.
Oh, yeah.
He lied. We were bamboozled. And Kevin
It's like, he's on Ponza. He's on Ponza. Yep.
Let me go down and get his name here in a sec. It's Ian Boo, actually. Ian B-O-O-E, I think.
That's weird.
I'm pretty sure that's his name, but I will go down and check here in a sec. And Kevin is on concession already, so...
God. Well, it's hard because, whatever he puts his land on, he just molten rain it.
Yes, so Kevin's on... I'm just going to put it as ramp, because he could be playing like 4-color tonight, he could be playing just mono green.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah, I think he took the tooth and nail out.
Last week he did.
Yeah.
He had one in his deck. This week I think he probably went back to his regular list, but we'll find that out.
And then we could go ahead and fix the records and rounds.
Round 1 of 4. Records, score.
1-0.
Yep. 1-0. And...
No, we're not round 4 or 5. We gotta fix that.
Oh, what? Alright. We might be on 5 rounds tonight, though. I didn't see on the way down when we were at 14 whenever I was there about 10 minutes before we started. So we might have 5 rounds of Modern coming at you tonight. The Darkinator.
Yeah.
Carnage, beautiful face. Oh boy. Alright, let me go down though and make sure that I have Ian's name correct. And then once these guys get done sideboarding, which actually before I go down there, who do you feel's favorite here? I mean, we did already see Kevin Phillips. Yeah. Kevin Phillips already lost a game before we even got time to get set up. So
Ponza's super strong against any kind of ramp that uses the enchantments on the lands, because if he drops 1 or 2 on the same land, he's getting knocked back a couple of turns.
The other thing that's really awkward for him though is he can't count on Kevin to be like his Blood Moons and Ponza aren't as well, because Kevin also even runs Blood Moons. So like the Blood Moons and whatnot, and then sideboard, neither of them can really have any type of board wipe because they both end up hurting themselves.
No, like Anger of the Gods or anything like.
I mean, I think they probably still run it, but it'll be a little bit clunkier. Yeah. It's not going to be your best option here. It's not going to stop what you want to do. I think Ian, I agree. I think Ian's definitely going to be. It's going to be a hard matchup for Kevin.
I just feel like the board wipes that they do have in there, it's not going to matter later in the game because they have sweepers, not wipes.
Yeah, I think the bigger thing is just the fact that Ian's going to be able to keep Kevin off of land, because Kevin's big game plan is to suit up one maybe 2 lands.
Yeah.
Where Ian just kind of has Molten Rain and such for that.
I know Ian is playing Platinum Empyrean in his deck list. Oh, he was a couple of weeks ago when I played against him.
I don't think that's good here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him side it out. But he doesn't know Kevin's deck. If he doesn't know Kevin's deck, it could be great.
Yeah.
But Kevin, if he gets to go off, he'll be able to play Tooth and Nail and then entwine it and put Emrakul and Xenagos God of Revels into play and attack for 30.
Yeah.
And the Annihilator 6 is the relevant part where he just won't have a Platinum Empyrean left to protect him.
Yeah.
How
do you think the stream's coming up?
I can pull it up on my phone. I'll go down and check, make sure I have his name right, and while I'm on my way down, I'll check the camera.
Okay, sounds good. So it looks like Ian is keeping his hand. Kevin's probably still deciding on his. Oh, he's keeping it too. So he played a forest with the Utopia Sprawl. See, this is where it gets kind of frustrating because come turn 3 and 4, he can Molten Rain it, push him back a turn. So, Ian looks like he's playing Red Titan. Do you see, is it coming through?
He can Molten Rain it, push him back a turn. It's still coming up choppy on there, so
Okay.
after round 1 we'll go get fixed. We also made a fatal mistake of getting his name wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's his name?
By a lot.
Oh, okay. Just
So,
a tad wrong.
Just a little bit. There are like no letters even correct here. We did get that the second letter was an A.
Oh yeah.
But
So yeah, he's playing Inferno Titan. He just showed it in his hand.
usually the Ponza lists do play that too as a way to finish up a game. But
It looks like he's falling behind a couple of turns. Kevin's got a crap load of ramp right now.
And he's separating them between the two lands, so his basic force is going to tap for 1 green and 1 of any color, or, well, probably blue.
I'm curious if the one on the breeding pool, if he named it as red or green. Or that's not Utopia's pool, is it?
No, the one on the breeding pool is Overgrowth, so it taps for 2 additional green. And that land gets tapped. So right now, Kevin has access to, if he plays a land, 6 mana next turn.
He's going fetch. Both his blood moons are on the bottom. You think he's going to play Arbor Elf this turn? I think he just drew into it.
Probably something like that. Maybe Arbor Elf Utopia Sprawl or something like that. If he has it. But if he had the Utopia Sprawl, I probably would have played on the first turn.
Yeah. Well, there's an Arbor Elf. He has a bolt up.
He has a bolt in hand.
That'll hit any of Kevin's. I'm not sure if he's playing Arbor Elf or not. I think he was.
Kevin is playing Arbor Elf. It'll hit his Arbor Elf, Voyaging Satyrs. Although it could just see Kevin go tap for 5 mana, play Garrick Primal Hunter, or the Garrick Wildspeaker. Untap both his lands.
There it is.
Untap both his lands, so he has 1 mana. He'll be able to go up to 6 mana, 7 mana if he plays a land. Nope, he's just going to cast Stop with the remaining mana. This is a thing where Dakota could have. So Kevin opted to play the opt before doing anything with Garrick. What he could have done, Dakota could have done was with the opt on the stack, bolted Garrick, and Kevin actually never gets an opportunity to do anything.
Yeah. I think he was trying to get greedy, see if he could hit another land drop.
Yeah, but or hit another. No, that wouldn't make sense. All right, he's gonna tap 5, play 4C. Do you know what 4C does?
No, I do not.
He scries 4 and then draws 2 cards or 3 cards.
That's a lot of depth to go into his deck.
So he's gonna get to look through his deck, try to find his Tooth and Nails or his usually just his Tooth and Nails. Or what he's looking for. He's got 2 Harmonizers there, which he might want next turn to try to do something. Or we could see, if Garrick gets to stick around, we could see a bolt on Garrick and then just finish it off with Arbor Elf.
He put them both down to the bottom.
Oh. Passing turn back, Ian not doing anything yet.
I felt like in that turn, it seemed like he was doing a lot, but the only thing that really impacts is
the Garrick on the board.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't seem like he did a lot, but he went from being able to make 5 mana to being able to make 5, 8, 13 mana the next turn if nothing happens.
Yeah.
But more than likely, I could see like a acid moss or a molten rain potentially. Bolt, so we're not. Could still see the not the molten rain anymore because that's double
Oh, Tireless
or
Tracker.
Tireless Tracker, which isn't gonna do much if he still doesn't know what Kevin's doing. Like I said, Tireless Tracker doesn't do much here.
Yeah.
Because Kevin can still make 10 mana, which is enough to Tooth and Nail with Entwine, and go get both Emrakul and Xenagos.
Yeah. At least he'll get a little bit more card advantage off this Tireless Tracker. It seems like his hand's lacking.
No, he's not going to get that. He's just going to lose.
Wow.
He's going to concede to the Tooth and Nail and Entwine.
Did he get that off the top, or was it in his hand?
I think it might have been his hand, but we couldn't see it. I need to get the Facebook chat up real quick.
It's kind of funny that we didn't have to change the life totals there.
No, we literally didn't. I mean, we did fetch. We did have some fetching going on, but also after we get done with this, we'll get hopefully the camera fixed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's up with it.
And these are 50-minute rounds. It doesn't show up there. But.
Yeah. We also didn't get to start until midway through this round, so that was kind of difficult.
So yeah, they're both 1-1 now. So they're going to game 3. Do you think any of their sideboard options changed at all? It doesn't look like they went through any changes.
I can't imagine much changing here. Dakota, now they knows more of what Kevin's doing, might be inclined to do something, but
he has two Utopia
Sprawls in his opening hand and a fetch land. So
it looks like an Arbor Elf
and a Bolt. Yeah, this seems like a good hand. Kevin's gonna maul again.
Yeah. I don't even know what Kevin would want in his opening hand. Probably like an Arbor Elf Utopia Sprawl, a couple lands. That'd be like the dream hand, right?
Arbor Elf Utopia Sprawl, 2 lands, and like Garrick.
Okay.
Or Kiora.
Just something to ramp into. Because
then he can play Undisrupted, can turn to Garrick or Kiora with the deck.
Okay.
I used to play... Well, Kevin and I were doing radically different things. I used to play Genesis Wave in Modern. And that was just make a bunch of mana, cast Genesis Wave, have an infinite combo and win. Okay. Which was... I played Kiki Jiki into those conscripts in my deck. Yeah. But functionally, the opening hands that we want to have, like the good opening hands, were the exact same. You want to be able to have turn 2 Garrick Wildspeaker out.
Makes sense. It's good to because it also puts a clock on them too. And Red Green Ponza, other than destroy lands, they don't have much of a clock other than besides like ramping and everything.
Yep. All right, let's see. Kevin's gonna keep. He's gonna scry. And no, I don't want that. We'll put it on the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, so. Oh, he's bolting himself.
Oh, all right, so we have Dakota. Turn 1 fetch shock. He's probably gonna fetch shock into a Utopia Sprawl, unless there's an Arbor Elf there. Okay. Yeah. And 17. 6. All right.
It looks like Kevin might match him for his turn.
Yeah, but he's not gonna fetch and shock himself. He's just gonna. All right.
Yep.
Utopia Sprawl, probably naming blue, would be my guess. That's what he almost always names. We're gonna see Utopia Sprawl over here now.
Whoever can get their mana faster wins. Oh, see, there's a Platinum Empyrean in his hand right there.
All right. He's gonna go birds.
He has 1 floating, right? He's not gonna.
He has 1 floating.
So next turn he has 5, maybe 6 mana.
Yes. Dakota potentially does have turn 3 Inferno Titan or something. And Kevin, let's see, he can have 2 mana next.
He has
or
Pithing
3 mana.
Needle.
Piling Needle.
I wonder what he brought that in for.
Who has it?
Kevin has it.
Kevin has it. Shutting down Arbor Elf, because it's not a mana ability.
Yeah.
Because we could see Kevin himself coming back on Arbor Elves. Just so he can needle them.
Yeah.
Oh, we have
Thrun.
Dakota on Thrun.
That's a good card.
Let's see. What other things could... The other thing is if somebody isn't well versed with it, he could Pithing Needle fetch lands.
Okay, yeah. Because, I mean, what? Red Green Ponza runs 4 wood foothills?
6 to 8 fetches.
Okay.
Which is for some combination of foothills, some combination of green fetches.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many basic mountains they play, so it would be like 4 wood foothills and some number of other green fetches.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so we have Kevin. 4 mana. What you got first, Kevin? Looks like there's a Tooth and Nail on the far left of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
He's got Tooth and Nail, Needle.
With the Intertwine, it's 7, right?
It's 9 with Entwine.
Okay.
It's 7 normally, 9 with Entwine.
Expensive spell.
I mean, it's not that big a deal whenever, like, I've played against Kevin and he can do it on turn 3
Yeah.
if he's not interrupted. Which, like, I play a lot of non-interactive decks, like Elves.
Yeah.
Like, I have to have turn 3, otherwise I get turn 3'd.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, looks like, let's see. Is he going to play that Kiora on the far right of his hand? Yes.
Okay.
Play Kiora, we're probably going to have a read over here from Dakota.
You don't really see that card much in Modern.
Nope. The +1 ability says to untap up to 1 creature and up to 1 land you control. -2 says reveal the top 2 cards of your library. I think you put a creature into your hand.
Okay.
The rest go to your graveyard. It's something like that. And
He just drew an Inferno Titan. But
nice.
No mana, I don't believe.
Yeah,
we're just going to see attack with Thrun.
Thrun. And probably finishing off the Kiora with the bolt in his hand, I would expect to see.
Oh, he went to face.
Oh, alright.
He probably
Maybe he just doesn't think Kiora is that big a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Kiora is another 2 mana that he has, so he has 6 mana right now. He's a land away from just playing the Tooth and Nail, putting something into play.
Mm-hmm. Have you saw this deck run like a Tarka World Render and stuff like that in it?
I think he's tried it before. He tried it a long time ago. He used to have like, he might just be on like his regular blue-green thing.
Mm-hmm.
He used to have like 4 colors, and he'd play like a Tarka World Render and stuff like that. And it looks like we're gonna have, yep, we had a Primal Command. I'm gonna put your Stomping Ground back on top of your deck, and I'm gonna go search for a creature. So he's probably gonna go get like, it has to be a green creature.
Mm-hmm. An Arbor Elf?
He's gonna go get an Arbor Elf, I guess.
Well, that's good because he already has the Tooth and Nail in hand, so.
He already has the Tooth and Nail in hand. I would have expected him to get something to actually put into play off of the Tooth and Nail instead.
Mm.
Because if this Arbor Elf gets bolted,
then he could always just cast without Intertwine. Like, okay.
like yep.
But he did knock the Utopia Sprawl off the field.
He did. So he's in no duress of like he's not gonna get raced by an Inferno Titan right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think.
Oh, he didn't go in with the Thrun. So Dakota just passed his turn?
It looks like it. Let's see. What do we have from Kevin now? 6 for C, or 4 mana for C. But yeah, I think I would have liked to see him do getting an actual threat off of that.
Yeah, because then he could just hardcast it this turn.
He could hardcast it. Like, I think he has Primeval Titan in his deck.
Okay.
Like, if he could get Primeval Titan and then actually just hardcast it on his following turn.
Mm-hmm.
And it puts him way ahead on mana to then cast the...
Yeah. So what do you think about him not attacking with Thrun? He basically takes a turn off.
It's interesting. I don't know whether he was doing it to try to...
Leave up a blocker?
Yeah, but nothing in Kevin's deck's really hasty unless he was like...
Well, Synagos gives a haste, right?
He does, but any of the threats he's going to get are going to be like usually Emrakul. And it's just going to be flying and making you sacrifice everything.
True.
And regenerating does not help if you're sacrificing everything.
Yeah. Well, he's fetching for a land now, so he finally hit a land drop, but he's still a mana short from the Inferno Titan with the whole Utopia Sprawl.
Yeah.
It's kind of
the
fun.
other one, I know Kevin, he might not be playing it in his deck, but it would have been nice to see if Kevin went, he finally sees Kiora as a threat and went for it. If Kevin would have gotten a Eternal Witness, he could start chaining Eternal Witness as Primal Commands.
Okay.
Bouncing Dakota's Lance on top of his deck, while putting out just like a bunch of 2/1s that eventually do enough work on their own.
Yeah. So, it kind of looked like he had a Madcap Experiment in his hand. I'm not sure if his deck plays it.
Well, Madcap Experiment would be the way he gets the Platinum Imperium.
Yeah. Unless he just runs it just to hardcast it. There's Tooth and Nail.
There's the Tooth and Nail entwined. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have done much if he gets it. He gets the Platinum Imperium, and then Kevin still gets Emrakul, then he goes, attacks.
Yeah.
And Dakota has exactly 6 permanents to be sacrificed.
True. He didn't draw any of his Molten Rains or anything.
Oh,
he had the Platinum
Imperium. He had the Platinum Imperium in hand. That's why he didn't play it.
That always feels really bad.
Well, Kevin, good job holding off by bouncing the land.
It looks like all his Molten Rains were on the bottom.
Ponza not doing what it wants to do. Alright, so we're going to have Kevin taking round 1 over Dakota Sisk. 2 games to 1. 2-1. And we are going to... Can you get a cap at 1, 2, 3 in the chat? Getting intense. But we are going to see if... I'm going to pull it up on my phone, see if it's... Actually, I can see it right here. It's broken up.
That's to the Facebook one, right?
That's to the Facebook, and the audio is coming in great, but the video is coming in all cut up.
So we're gonna try to get that fixed.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get this stuff fixed without having to. Videos, yeah, we know it's at like 4 frames per second. We're gonna hopefully try to figure this out. Where is it? Where's the? Oh, we didn't want to mess with that, but.
The overhead cam.
Is that it? Overhead cam. Yep, that would be it. Properties.
So it's already set to the highest FPS. There we go. That looks a lot better.
Hey, got it. That was just a total guess on what button to hit, too.
Well, that works. So we have how much longer in the round? Probably another 30 minutes?
No idea. If we do, we can probably snag another round or another match because that was pretty quick. Yeah, we're gonna save that. I don't know what I did, but we got it working. Everything's crisp and clear over here. But we're gonna go see if we can snag another match for you guys for game 1, or at least for round 1. We'll be right back, and we're gonna throw up that BRB sign.